Here.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody, how's it going? John here with Wood If I Could. Just give me 1 sec, all right, Billy? Dun, dun, dun. Everybody, how's it going? John here, Wood If I Could. Scroll Saw Portrait Design and Woodworks. Tonight we are going on with Shay Morehouse, also known as Midnight Scroll Her. So, um, we decided to do a challenge. She sent me because yesterday, I believe, she cut out some earrings and she posted a picture on Facebook. I'm like, God, if you're gonna do something small, you got to do it small. So she sent me the picture or the pattern of what she cut out, and it is this lotus flower, and this little moose teardrop. And I said, all right, if you want to do that, do it 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. So she decided, well, 1 inch is pretty small. And I was looking at it. 1 inch is pretty small. So we decided to change the size to 1 inch wide, which makes it 1.25 inches high. So we're going to do some cutting, some small miniature cutting. Shay, are you there? You got to unmute yourself, though. And also on the panel. Oh, there she is.
Sorry, I was printing.
Say, hey, Shay, we're live.
Hey.
Now you got to say, hey, I'm.
Okay,
Shay.
Look at it printed in the middle of the paper. Do you even see it on there?
No, I usually put an outline, like a hairline outline on mine. See mine? I usually put a hairline outline on it. Graphic designer. You should know all about this graphic design stuff.
I know, but I didn't want to upload it on the software. I'd just rather cut it out the red.
Oh. So Shay, you got to tell everybody where you're from and where they can find you.
I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and I've been here for 3 years, so I'm not actually from here. And you can find me on Facebook and Instagram under Midnight Scroll Her.
What an awesome name! That's the best name I've ever heard.
I know. I wonder where it came from.
I got no idea. And also on the panel with us, we got Billy Burt. Say hey, Billy.
Hey, Billy.
And tell us where we can find you at.
Oh, he
Yeah, that's what I do. You can't do that.
Oh, the Billy Burt or the Messy Studio on YouTube. Billy Burt Sr. on Facebook and the Messy Studio on Instagram.
Alrighty. And you do a lot of turnings and all kinds of cool stuff too.
Yeah, I'm primarily a turner.
Oh, you can't say prime. Well, yeah, I guess you are primarily a turner.
Yeah, well, that's my first love is turning. So I do more turning on my channel than anything else. But when the wife wants me to build furniture, I do that too.
Yeah, see, that's your first love. Oh, did we find something out about Billy? I prefer
my first love of
my wife. Alrighty. So, Shay, are you ready to cut this thing out? You've already started. I saw that.
No, I'm not. That's not the one I'm doing though.
Oh.
Yeah, I can do this one, but I was wondering, you didn't tell me what size I needed, so I guessed.
Well, what size do you want to cut it?
Well, whatever. You're the one that wanted a challenge.
Nah, it don't matter.
So I figured you would pick the size.
Stay with the one you started. Make him give you a head start.
Yeah.
It's not really a time challenge, though.
No, it's not a time challenge. The earrings only took me 15 minutes, so this will be quick, though.
Wow.
Maybe. Yeah, so it's not the same size, so I have to start over. That's okay.
Are you doing both of them or just the one?
Which one do you want me to start with?
Are you doing both of them or just the one?
I don't know. I can do both.
Hello, Mac from Mac WV from Facebook is in.
Hey, Mac, how's it going? Mr. Mac Pierce. So I got both of them on my wood already, and they are. So I'm 1.25 inches high on the moose and 3/4 inch wide, and my lotus leaf is 1 inch wide and 1.25 inches high.
What are you on your moose?
1.25 inches high
Okay, that's what I'm not. I need
by three-quarter inch wide. Now, when you're cutting small stuff, it's a little bit more of a challenge, but it gives you the ability to learn blade control. I'm just drilling out my pilot holes right now. It gives you the ability to learn blade control and the wobble of your blade and your scroll saw, and a little bit more patience, because it's there's a lot more blade changes and doing something smaller. Well, there's not really more blade changes. There's just more accuracy required to do smaller stuff.
Mac said, "Look out, John! You created a monster."
Yeah, I know. She's becoming.
He said, "Going good here, John. How about yourself?" And then he said, "Is it a moose or a mouse?" It's a mouse. Yes, it's a moose, not a mouse. It's a very small mouse. Yes, it's a very small mouse. And John Bradley on YouTube is in the house.
Hey, John Bradley, how's it going? Johnny B. Well, it could be a mouse. It's pretty small. So there's my piece of wood I chose to cut on. And there's my tiny little 1-inch patterns.
Really? You have that big a piece of wood?
Hey, go big or go home. Wait, I'm in my shop, so I'm not going to go home.
All right.
So what size blade are you using, Shay? Or what size blade did you decide to use?
I'm looking at this moose right now, and I'm thinking I'm going to need a smaller blade. We'll see.
Smaller blade? No, you can use the same size that you're using for your lotus leaf.
Okay, well, we'll see. I'm gluing it down right now.
I'm just going to cut mine down a little smaller here. Yeah, like this is a good way to use up all your scraps.
Yeah, great way to use your scrap. I have lots of them.
See, because this but my my scrap wood is also my all my measurements and phone numbers and stuff that I write down.
Shay, John Bradley said, "Hi, Shaylee. I love your earrings that you posted.
Oh, thank you.
They were awesome.
They were huge. You see the size of those things?
They were an inch and a half.
Wide.
No. Oh. An inch wide. Inch and a half tall.
So I'm using I use Corel, because I've been using Corel since the early 90s. Back when I was in high school. So I learned on Corel, so I basically been using it. I used it in the military, and I used it all through all my graphic design as well, in the doing signs. And I sent Shay a picture yesterday of where I was. She's like, no, that's way too high.
I don't do heights. Nope.
No heights, no tin foil, no aluminum foil. What about styrofoam? Do you deal with styrofoam?
Okay, I can do styrofoam. It's the only thing. Okay, so I can do heights if I'm jumping off of them, but I have to be like like on a 60-foot bridge and bridge jumping or something, but I can't like just stand on the bridge. Like I want to jump off of it. So I used to go bridge jumping all the time. Totally fine with that. But I can't like stand on a high thing and actually get stuff done. There's no way I could do your job.
Really?
I would throw up. But tinfoil, can't do tinfoil. I can do anything else. I just can't do tinfoil.
So is it the texture of it or the sound of it?
It's the sound, the texture, the feel. Like, it makes me want to vomit.
Have you chewed on a piece of tinfoil before?
Okay, so have you ever eaten something and you feel like you like got a zinger in your mouth or something? I don't know. It's super weird. Whenever I touch tinfoil, I feel that in my mouth.
That's hilarious.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Makes me crazy.
Jason Richelhoff is in the house. He says, hi, guys. John Nave says, hello, everybody.
Hey, Jason. Hey, Johnny Ann.
Okay, this is going to sound really stupid, but I drill my holes on the floor, so I'll be back.
Hey, hold on a second. Oh.
Well, Shaylee's going to keep going, and John had to take a phone call, folks, so y'all just hang tight.
Okay, so I got him on there.
Yep.
So now I need to drill my holes, but I do that on the floor. I kind of have a makeshift area right now because I moved my saw into the house. So I have a little board on the floor that I drill my holes on. I will be back. Are you good, Billy?
I'm good. Where are you going?
All right. All right.
And now I'm all alone. Yes, y'all did come here to watch John and Shaylee. Instead, you're watching the old fat man. It's all right, Care Bear, I got it. It's just one of them things. Care Bear's in here from Twitch.
All right. Sorry about that. Hey, Carrie. How's it going? That's my wife, Carrie.
Oh,
What happened to Shay?
she said she'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. I had a phone call. Apparently, I forgot to sign out of one of the places at work this morning because we had to sign in at the security office. Then we had to sign in at the front of the hospital. And then we had to sign in up in the penthouse where we were working at, so they'd know where everybody is at in the hospital. And we forgot to sign out at the front desk. But we signed out at the security office. We signed out at the penthouse, so they knew we were gone from there. Just weird that they're calling me.
You didn't sign out. Well, I signed out in two places. My God, what do you want?
Well, see, it's good that they're actually checking to find out if people are still in the building, right? That's why you give your phone numbers for everything.
Yeah. And hi, Carrie.
Who else is here? Jay. Oh yeah, hi Jason. I forgot to say hi to you.
And Max switched over. Max switched over to YouTube.
Switched over to YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, Carrie. They're making sure we're not still up in the penthouse when they go looking for us.
Yeah, it would be nice if you were getting over all that overtime, but it ain't gonna happen.
Well, I did last night because we were there from 8 o'clock yesterday morning till 7 o'clock last night, so it wasn't that bad.
Nice to meet you too, Carrie. Sort of. I mean, not sort of nice, just sort of meet you.
It's not nice to meet her?
No, I said it's not sort of nice to meet her. It's nice to meet her, sort of.
That works too.
Sort of meet her.
So Shay, what'd you figure out? Where'd you go? You ran away.
I'm here. Okay. So I drilled my holes.
Oh, that's where she went.
Yeah.
So I got them both on there.
So you decided to go with painter's tape on your wood, eh?
Yeah, I'm not skilled at the press thing yet. And I think it's because I'm like in a hurry and I don't want to sit there and try to keep pressing it. And I keep having it filled up. And so I just want to stick it down and go.
That's why I use a squeegee.
I know, I tried. It's not working for me. I need you to show me again.
But also, that's like make sure you sand down your wood, then you can spray it off with air, or
maybe I need a cloth thing. I don't have a cloth.
Use your vacuum, you tack cloth, and like Billy was on the other day, and he said just cheesecloth with mineral oil, right, Billy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do that because I think I'm missing this.
Yeah, but not. You don't want it wet. You don't want to. You want to wring it out good, but it needs to be just very slightly damp. One that you soak in. Just soak it in mineral oil, wring it out good, let it dry, let it air dry for an hour or so, and then put it in one of those Glad type Tupperware type containers, and it'll keep. And then you can use it over and over again.
I need to do that because I'm struggling.
And Carrie said, John is Mr. Simon Tick.
Semantic. It's all semantics.
Okay, I'm going to turn my mic off so I can cut this.
John, you're about 20 minutes late there. Actually, that was an exaggeration. He says, and then there was one.
So I don't know. I don't know if you have them down there in the States, but up here in Canada, especially at like Lake Louise and Jasper and Banff areas, you can actually buy moose poop earrings, deer poop earrings, and they're basically like actual poop that the animal pooped out, and they basically dipped them in lacquer and then put shepherd hooks on them.
Or in some kind of epoxy.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what lovely earrings. Oh, what are they? Like, what kind of wood are they? Oh, they're poop. They're really fibrous. I don't know why anybody would want to wear poop earrings. So I wonder if my camera should be down on what I'm working on.
John, what are you doing first?
Doesn't matter.
All right.
I'll do both of them anyway, so.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move my stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually going to move my camera so you guys can see almost what I'm doing here.
I'm going to attempt to do that too, but I might drop my phone.
So I got to find all those clamps I was playing with the other day. I can't find them now.
Ooh,
That's not a clamp. That's a clamp. It's not a good angle, though, is it? It's hard to see, though.
It's really hard to see, and then the light doesn't help either.
And asthma.
So, Billy, when you're turning, what's the smallest thing you've turned? Like, do you turn finials?
I do turn finials, yes.
What's the smallest one you've made? Like, how thin or long?
I have the thinnest finial was. The thinnest finial was probably 3/32 at the thinnest part.
Wow.
And it was, I think, 6 inches long. But my smallest turning was a miniature goblet I did that's about 1.25 inches tall.
Like, I've seen some of Rebecca DeGroot's finials, and they're pretty impressive. Oh,
yeah, Rebecca's. She's She's awesome. And she's a sweet girl too.
Oh, she's the funniest too. Like when she does her like quick little pop up videos and stuff, I'll make comments on them, and she's like, "Oh, hey, John, how's it going?"
Yeah, yeah. She comes to SWAT in Waco every year,
I'd love to meet her. She seems really cool.
and she's she's a sweetheart. She really is.
I don't know. She was all married now.
Now, the finial queen truly is Cindy Drozda. She
Really?
does some, yeah, like a 16th of an inch or less. She's amazing. John has a question about uh, fiber optics. Working on my ultra detailed Millennium Falcon, and want to use fiber optics for the lighting. Anything you should prep ahead of time?
As far as I know, with fiber optic, basically you can start with one point and run it through wherever you want, but make sure you have channels run for your fiber optic, so that because you got to start in one point with a group of them. So you start at one point with a group of them, and because that's your main light source. And the thing is you basically have to run channels for your fiber optic everywhere you're running them to. That way, when you get to your end point, you basically just have like one fiber optic showing for like your pinpoint lights, or if you're having a bundle of 3 or 4 of them, that way you still have channels run for them. And depending on which fiber optic you're using, you can actually you can bend them gentle curves, but try not to do sharp bends in them, like 90-degree angles.
Yeah, that glass will snap. And it is glass fiber that they're made of, not fiberglass, but
yeah, it
thin glass
actual
fiber.
strands of glass. Because I know we deal with fiber optic in some of our digital boards, and if you bend the cable, it's garbage.
Yeah,
it's like $1,000 cable, garbage instantly.
And Mac Pierce said the only thing he knows about fiber optics is they make cool Christmas trees with it.
It's too bad she doesn't have her mic on, because I asked her why she chose a moose. So I wonder if she got her camera working or her camera from Amazon that she was supposed to get. Whether she got it, it might not be in because she's still working on her phone right now.
That's what it looks like. No, she said she got it. She was just she was going to try to take time to figure it out and get it set up. I don't guess she did.
Oh. Yeah, because John, I know it's the same thing. Or sorry, John Nave. I know it's the same thing when I got to run my airlines in my shop and I got to run my my ducting for my dust collector. That I got to do the same thing before I put my roof on. I'm actually before I put my ceiling in. I'm actually going to run all my lines and drop them down before I put my ceiling in place. All right. There's one moose cutout. Aha, look at that. I got a moose cutout. Yeah, but she's also in the middle of doing her. Did she look at the camera? Look at her. She's laughing.
She did.
Now,
I bet he already finished the lotus. Let me see it.
I'm not finished the lotus, just the moose.
Oh, okay.
But I cheated and put my pattern right on my wood. So now I'm just using lacquer thinner to get my pattern off. And now I got to get the glue off. See, that's what happens when you use the laser printer.
Ah. Does it dye inside at all?
No. But what I was going to do, I was actually going to tattoo these onto my wood and show you that too. You'd be like, what? What'd you do? There we go. One tiny little moose.
Isn't that cute?
Isn't it cute? It's
All
so cute.
right, I'm gonna go back now.
So, to show everybody on the channel, this little moose. Let me put my screen on here. Look at that.
That's about 1.25 inches.
That's 1.25 inches tall. And it's 1 inch wide. Oh, no, it's 3/4 of an inch wide. It's a little moose. It's a little Christmas moose.
Yeah.
We're going to call him a Christmas.
Christmas.
A Christmas.
It's the Christmas.
All right, let's move over to the lotus leaf. Now, the thing is, when you do it, like I said, when you're doing small stuff like this, miniature stuff like this, the best thing to do is use hardwood or real wood, because that way there's less chance of it breaking on you. Now, I was rushing into doing this, so I'm using plywood. But mine's probably all going to shatter apart on me.
Blair's in the house. He says he's saying hi to Mac. He says hi to me, and he says hi Shay.
Hey, Blair, how's it going?
Oh, and he said hi to you too, by the way.
What'd you turn today, Blair? What's it with these guys that turn every day? Good turn daily. Blair. Jason does his turns every day. Oh, yeah. Are you watching Jason too right now?
I am not.
I can send you a link to his chat, his channel too, if you want.
No, I got 2 going right now. That's enough.
So what's happened? Are you watching Charles too right now?
Or no, I'm listening though.
Oh. Blair. Oh, you're on Jason's right now. Let's go.
Yeah, I think I saw Blair in there. I popped in there for a second,
Oh.
and I think Blair's on the panel.
You know what I have?
Max says, Billy, don't tell Charles, but I switched over here when John came on. LMAO.
You know what I haven't shown Shay yet is how to do sharp corners. Who says that guys can't multitask? Exactly.
Yeah, but Blair says, who says guys can't multitask?
So on most patterns, you usually start in the center and work on your way outside. But on miniatures, you actually want to start on the outside and work your way in, because or top to bottom actually, because you got a chance that your smaller pieces will actually break out your big pieces.
Max says, John, are you holding secrets back from Shay so she won't get better than you? LOL.
Yeah, I am. It's basically more of a learning curve, like, a learning curve. Thing is, some things you got to learn on your own. But the thing is, it doesn't matter whether somebody teaches you or not. You're still going to learn yourself how to do something differently.
Right.
Like when I do, like, I don't know, like I started saying earlier, I don't know if Shay's, because I know I didn't show her how to do sharp inside corners with the spiral blade yet. So I don't know if she knows how to do that yet or not. But it's something you basically learned from skill and everything else. So, and she's getting pretty talented on her own. Forgotten entry hole. Yeah, so anybody that's watching, in case you're wondering, these are tiny little things that we're doing. Like I said, if you see this is only 1.25 inches high. 1.25 inches high.
Cool.
Because the thing is like, always challenge yourself. And if you can do really good miniature work, there's a lot of demand for that. Because if you can do miniature work, then you can get into jewelry. Oh, hey, Shay, compound cut jewelry. There you go. There's one for you.
What is it?
Miniature compound cut ornaments for earrings.
Miniature compound cuts.
Oh, you haven't done you haven't done a compound cut yet, have you? Oh.
No. I've seen them. They look a little hard.
They're actually a lot easier than you think, because the thing is you're basically making the exact same cut on one side. You leave the wood in.
Right.
You leave the wood in. You flip it 90 degrees and do the exact same cut again. And when you pull it apart,
Okay.
it all like the inside pieces all fall apart, but you're left with this like ornate, awesome piece left over.
I need to try one. I have like a couple more portraits I need to do this weekend, and then I need to come up with actually. So my 25th project is coming up, and I'm trying to decide what to do because I originally got a saw to make the word eat. So I kind of feel like that should be my 25th project since I still haven't made the word eat.
You haven't wait. You haven't what?
So I originally got the saw because I wanted to make words like home and eat for my kitchen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so I really wanted to make the word eat, which is why I got the saw. But I didn't make the word eat. I've been doing portraits and stuff since I started sawing. So I need to figure out what to do for my 25th project, and I'm thinking maybe I should make the word eat.
That's funny.
Or it should be something epic. I don't know.
Do the word epic, and put it up on your family wall.
Max says jewelry is what I've been wanting to get into, John. Just have to get a shop set up now that I have my saw. LOL.
Oh, there's a lot of tricks to jewelry though. Like it depends on whether you want to do like if you want to do wooden scroll saw jewelry, there's a lot of extra stuff you can do to it. Like you can add, like you can make your own beads, and you can add copper wire to it, and all kinds of cool stuff to it. And you can wrap them in everything else. Holy cow, your saw is loud, Shay.
Oh, sorry.
That is so loud.
It is so loud. That's why I'm muted. Because I was like, there's no way I can do this without being muted. I haven't done that.
So when you get your camera set up, you're getting a headset too?
Yes, I am.
With a directional mic and everything, right?
Yeah, will that make a difference though? So I'll stop to mute though. My saw is like a
Well,
so loud, but it's louder when I do like little things or like I don't know. The portraits aren't. It doesn't seem as loud on. I don't know. Maybe it's like the size of the wood. I'm not sure.
well, what the thing is also is that um, I have I got my magnifying glass between myself and the microphone's directional to my mouth as well. So you really don't hear my saw,
Ah.
right?
Okay,
So it's like so there's a barrier between there as well. Before when I did my videos, I was working on my microphone on my laptop, so therefore it used to be louder than what it is now. I still don't have a full directional mic yet though. So I have to get one of those.
Did I mute? I didn't. Oh my gosh. See?
That's fine.
John, do you use a foot pedal to activate?
Oh yeah, for sure. Foot pedals are the best way to use your saw. Because the thing is, your switch is on top, right?
Right.
And the thing is that I'm pretty sure most saw switches are on top. There are some that they're down below as well, though. But it's just easier that my speed's always on full. So when I'm ready to when my blade's loaded and I'm ready to cut, I basically can hold my wood down and then start my saw up. So that way, there's no chance of my wood bouncing around on me because the thing is,
Right.
Otherwise you only got one hand to hold it, and then you got to turn your
Right.
saw on. So I always use a foot pedal as well.
Yeah.
That way I can start when I want and stop when I want.
Right. Max said, Shay, just speaking for myself, your saw isn't that loud here. I hadn't noticed it being that loud here either. Max said you can keep your eyes on your work that way too, John.
Yeah, exactly.
The hardest part with the miniatures is these stupid pilot holes take up the whole hole. You gotta figure out where your pattern is.
What do you mean?
Well, like I did this in a. Hold on, let me grab my thing. I don't know where my thing is.
The thing.
My thingy.
If you can. Your miniature drill bit set, right?
Yeah. They're little. Like this is a tiny drill bit, and it still takes up the whole hole.
Really? Because I still had lots of room on my holes.
Yeah, I got like a little. Shut up.
That was actually cut down on me, by the way. But I remember I mentioned this drill index to you that I picked up before, and these are numbers 61 to 80 bits, right? And they're mostly all gone right now because I broke them all. But the bit I usually use, I believe, is a 67, because the one I have in now is I got a number 65 in right now. in my drill. And a 65 is a point 0.035, which it is the actual size of my saw blade as well. So that would be an 01 blade. Spiral. And the advantage to using that is that you can hog out the inside and then sand to your edge. That way you can control where it's going and how much you're taking out, and go right to your line. Hey, Steven. There's my son and my daughter-in-law over in Winnipeg on YouTube.
Hey, Steven.
What are you guys up to? What's the weather like over there? You know, I can't say he's my favorite son because my other son might come on and say the same thing. Oh, I thought I was your favorite son. Then my brother will come on and go, "Oh, look, it's your favorite son." They're all my favorites. Hey, Billy, you know, cam overhead. What's his name?
Spit it out.
I can't remember his name right now. Cam Overhead. He goes by Cam Overhead. Snow Crusher.
Snow Crusher's Greg.
Yeah, it's Greg. Greg lives in Winnipeg. No, sorry, he lives just outside Winnipeg, right by my son Steven. Yeah, he says it's all good. We know who the favorite is. Yeah, and I said, yeah, you should go down and see him. He's gonna have to get a motorcycle and then go touring everywhere. You know, the only problem with doing these videos is I can't do Christmas presents for certain people because they're gonna see them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say, oh, it's a Christmas present for somebody and you can't watch the show. So there's gonna be times I'm gonna have to do shows without filming them. Oh no. Because I might have to do some cats or something. Hey Roberta, how are you doing today? What are you up to? I am got caught up in a challenge with Shay, whose video turned off on her. And we're doing these miniature
Roberta says good
ornaments that yeah, you'll do it on the side. Yeah, I'll do it on the side. Doing these miniature ornaments. So here's a mini moose. A mini moose. It's 1 inch, inch and a quarter by 1 inch wide. And Shay is cutting out the exact same thing. And she also gave me this lotus flower to cut out as well. She posted earrings that she made the other day of them.
Where'd Shay go?
I don't know. Her video is off and she's muted as well. But she always seems to have internet issues. So I hope that when she starts her shows, that her internet is good. Her Wi-Fi is all good on her.
Yeah, me too.
Steven, you can send great pictures of what? Your cats? Yeah, Roberto. So we're thinking bad internet.
Yeah, Roberta said maybe she got the same crappy internet I have.
It's like bad internet. Bad internet is what I don't want.
Yeah.
Whoa. So I hope Shay comes back on. Probably her kids. Her kids are probably hassling her. Mom, feed us. So, Billy, were you going to get out in the shop this weekend or what?
Was I going to what?
Get out to the shop this weekend?
Yeah, I've been trying to get out there all week, but it hadn't happened because of this or that or another thing. So yeah, I'm going to turn a Christmas bell or I'm going to turn a bell ornament, Christmas tree ornament tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
At least I hope I get it done tomorrow.
Yeah, it's for Christmas. You got lots of time. Max says, John, she's pretending to have bad internet while she switches to a finished piece. She can beat you. That's hilarious. Well, she already started her Lotus before we got on the show. So she already had an advantage before I did.
Max said, John, she's just pretending to have bad internet while she switches to a finished piece so she can beat you, LOL.
Hey, Jay, are you done?
Jay's here. How's it going, folks?
Are you done your bowl? Or whatever it was you were making today? I didn't get a chance to watch it.
I didn't either.
I got your invite, but I didn't get a chance to because I was in the middle of getting my own show ready to go. Have you ever turned one of those like German Christmas trees?
What's a German Christmas tree?
Okay, you can find him on YouTube. I can't remember his name right now. Basically, he takes a piece of wood, like a piece of timber, turns it into a dowel, and then starts at one end and basically just shaves into it.
Oh yeah, and flares it up. He uses a skew.
Yeah.
I've seen those. I tried to do one last year, and it turned into well, it turned into something not what I wanted. So, so I think wood species is critical on those, and I'm not sure what the best species for it is. I was trying a piece of oak, and I know that's not good.
I think he uses aspen.
I think you're right, and I don't have any of that.
Or, since he's in Germany, he just goes down to the Black Forest and gets wood from there. I don't even know what kind of. I think it's pine. You want to make sure it's dry, though. Otherwise, you get too much sap coming out of it, though, eh?
Right. Jameson's in the house. He says, howdy.
Hey, Jameson. Look at that. Jay, Blair, Jameson. They're all over here.
And Mac.
And they're probably all over on Jay's show. Jay says he's still on a show, too. What are you doing running over here? You're on your own show, buddy. That's like I started a show one time. I can't recall whether you were on here or not. And I'm like, hey, Charles Deering's on a show right now. Let's go see what he's doing. So I StreamYarded into his show on my show, and I shared my screen. It was funny.
Oh, Shaylee. Where you is, girl?
I'm right here.
Oh,
okay.
There you are. Yeah, your camera went off a while ago.
See you.
Oh.
It probably timed out.
Yeah.
Well, see, because you're on your phone, so it probably timed out your camera, right? There you are.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I'm almost done.
Are you really? What the heck? You already finished the moose.
Yeah. Look, I got 3 more cuts than the outside.
Okay. So, I'm not cheating because I didn't cut the one that I was cutting earlier.
Oh, why not?
Because it was bigger.
That's fine.
See, here it is.
Oh.
And here's the one I'm cutting.
Yeah, see, you're almost done that.
Yeah, I just gotta do that.
So when you're doing it, how do you do it? Like do you do like I do? Take out, hog out the big center part first, and then sand to your edges, and then double back your corners, get them nice and sharp.
Some of them you can't really sand on though, because they're too small. But yeah, I take out the big. I get as close to the line as I can, and then I'll go and sand if I have like a little bit off at all. I'll sand it down with my spiral. But normally what I would do with this though is, since I use both kinds of blades, I would go back through with a straight blade and make those end pieces really sharp with a straight blade. But I'm not going to do that right now.
But you can actually just do that just with your saw blade, just by the piece itself, right? You wouldn't have to stick it back in the machine.
Right, but you just you square it, right?
Yeah. From
each end. Yeah, I do that too, but they're wider. You get a sharper line with a straight blade.
Oh, okay.
It's my OCD on that one. I don't know.
All right. Mac, you're funny.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of how Jameson always calls you Chair Force. Don't you find it an insult, though? Hey, Billy?
Do what, John?
Don't you find that an insult, how he calls you Chair Force all the time?
Yeah, actually, maybe a little.
But,
but I've got thick skin, so it really doesn't matter. I call him Jarhead, so.
Well, considering he claims to be a Marine, but yet, he worked on airplanes.
Yeah, he's a pogue. He's a pogue. But what that means is that's a name that all the grunts have for people other than grunts. They call them pogues. According to grunts, they're the only true Marines. John Nave is back in. He's on his laptop now.
Pogue is it, man? We're wingers. Unbelievable. Hey, Jameson, I thought you were going to bed. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. I don't want to be on Charlie's show. But I'll go over to John's show. Like, I don't want to pull people away from other people's shows.
John Nave says, sorry, internet in the shop is crap. Max says, John, I don't get sent to my room when I'm here, LOL. Yeah, I don't either, Mac.
You know, it's weird because, you know, John's show is not tame, but it's pretty tame tonight.
Oh, Carrie said now it's all going to his head. And then John Nave said, Max said, well, he really needs that, right, Carrie? LOL.
Yes. I do. I need my ego fed all the time. No, I don't need my ego fed as much as Charlie does, though.
Oh, Shay dropped out.
I'm sure she'll be back on in a minute.
Max says, looked like she dropped her phone.
You need clamps. You need clamps, don't you?
No, I totally, my phone like came shooting out at me when I tried to move it. So like I was like, oh no. And then I realized that's off. Okay. So here's the size difference between my earring and my new guy.
Cool. See, I knew you could do it.
So yeah, he's cute.
So now you got a necklace pendant.
Yes, that was I wanted a necklace to go with the earrings. He's in the back.
You know, I wish my Freakado made more like to wear jewelry, because then I can make her some jewelry.
Oh God! Somebody let the jarhead in.
So, just out of curiosity, so he's chair force. What are you? You're lounging.
Oh, I know.
You're lounging in a recliner.
I'm swinging with the wind.
Ooh, look it has a really pretty line in there.
Cool.
That'll look cool stained.
Yeah. So what color stain did you use?
So if you haven't noticed, my favorite is mahogany.
What?
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
And then I don't actually stain my portraits. I just do,
Clear coat.
Danish oil.
Yep.
Because I think it brings out the grain a little bit, just enough, but not too overbearing, and it doesn't like darken the portrait at all. So I just do that on my portraits. And if I'm gonna like do a stain, then I will stain the backer.
But you're not putting them behind glass, though, are you?
So some of them I'm putting behind glass, and some of them I'm just gluing them onto the backer board.
Carrie says, Shay, John wanted to know why a moose.
Wants to what?
Carrie says, Shay, John wanted to know why a moose.
Yeah, why'd you pick a moose?
Why did I pick it? Because I thought they would be like cute, like country earrings or something.
Country earrings? Well, shouldn't that be a cow?
Like a moose.
or sheep?
Yeah, North Country.
Maybe I was gonna say Canadian country.
Yeah.
Or Alaska.
I don't know. I'm really into like buffalo plaid and mooses right now.
John, I watched the video yesterday on a moose and a dog out in the field. They were playing back
Yeah, I
and forth.
saw that one.
That's cool. I want to actually move to South Dakota.
Why?
Because I went to Sylvan Lake, I believe it was. It's by Custer, South Dakota, and it's absolutely amazing. It's beautiful, and like the place that we stay by, like everything is granite and quartz. Like you're walking on the ground and you're literally stepping on quartz, and like there's rose quartz everywhere. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful.
Wouldn't that be sharp on your feet?
Well, I don't know.
No,
but
coral
it was
stuff on
sparkling.
your feet.
It was awesome.
No. But what lake did you say? Sylvan Lake. So there's actually a Sylvan Lake in Alberta. It's about 5 hours away from me.
Okay.
It's a tourist. Well, people live there year round, but it's like a tourist lake.
See, and I don't even have my passport, so I can't even go to Canada.
Flatlanders are odd. That's funny, Mac. Yeah, Flatlanders. Hey, Mac, have you ever been to the prairies? There's flatland. You can watch your dog walk away. You can watch your dog run away for 3 days.
Yeah, Nebraska and Kansas.
Saskatchewan and Manitoba.
Max says Flatlanders are odd.
Oh, I didn't turn.
She didn't either. That's what I did last night. I was sitting there watching Jay's show, and most of the time I'd mute my recording or my StreamYard so I could cut out ornaments. Still never got them done. I drew out 42 of them. And I probably got half of them done.
So you didn't finish them all?
No.
What have you been doing all day? Sitting in a chair?
Today, yeah, that's what it feels like. No, today I didn't even make it out to the shop. I mean, I got up and had to go to second grade again, and then had to go do homework and eat lunch. And then when I got over lunch, I had to go to town and run errands. Now that I'm not infectious.
Did you learn lots in second grade?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you gotta see how we do subtraction. Oh my goodness gracious.
Max said, I have, John. It made me feel almost claustrophobic. LOL. Too flat for me. Give me the mountains.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I live in the foothill of the Ozark Mountains. I mean, I'm not real high up, but I'm not flat either. Downside to it is that there's rocks everywhere. That's what surprised me when I dug out that stump. That I had a few rocks that gave me troubles, but most of them they were easy to get out. I guess it's the time of year and the fact the ground was a little softer. I even tried some of those outside cuts, or even just doing any of the ornaments with the spiral blade. Some of them come out good, and some of them ain't worth the. They're good for firewood.
Well, it depends on what size spiral you're using too.
Number three.
That's way too big.
Well, I
I
got
don't even,
3/0.
I don't even have any threes. They're too big for everything I do.
I got 3/0. Isn't that smaller?
Nope. Well, 3/0 is smaller than 3, yes, but I usually use O1s, 1s, and O2s
Yeah.
because they're pretty much the smallest you can get for doing stuff like this.
But well, see, I can do it pretty good with a number two flat because I'm a flat blader and a bottom feeder.
Okay, see ya. It's good knowing you, Jameson.
Yeah.
You
No,
might as
I'm
well just
trying to
say
put.
you might as well just say you work on a CNC.
I wish I'd had these done. No, I would have done the basic stack, but they were all the pieces I had were all scrap, and they all had cutouts of them, and I nestled all the tracings inside of it, and you just cut them out one by one. But like Shay said, I uh, I find it a whole lot better using a flat blade to make square corners than I have yet to be able to do with a spiral blade.
I have a moose.
Nice.
Look at your little tiny moose.
It's a little moose. That would actually be a cute necklace too, though. Little moose necklace.
A Chris Moose necklace.
A Christmas one. This one needs to be thinner, though. All right, there he is. Cut. I can't get my pattern. Okay, there we go.
Nice. Yeah, my wife had me cutting blanks for earrings and necklaces and stuff until she found where she can find or buy a bunch of them already cut, and all she has to do is put her design or pictures on there or whatever off her Cricut machine. Put her vinyl, uh, water slide, alcohol, paper, whatever. Then she epoxies over them.
John, I think this is smaller than an inch.
It's not the length, it's the girth.
Hold on, let me find my.
See, because mine is
She's hiding an apron.
top to bottom, 1.25 for my lotus leaf.
Okay.
Here, I'll go right in there for you. Top to bottom, 1.25 for my lotus leaf, and it's 1 inch wide.
Okay.
And my moose is 1.25 tall. I think it was 3/4 inches wide. Yeah, 3/4 wide.
So I obviously sized mine weird because width is 1/2 inch and height
Wait, your router doesn't start at 0 at the end of it.
Wait a minute. Yeah, it does.
Nope.
No, it doesn't.
There's
Your
a
router
line
start.
right there.
No, that's a gap. You can't count that.
That isn't the gap. Here, I'll grab another one. I have another one.
You know, all you gotta do is just start at the 1 inch mark. It's easier.
Okay, so if I start at
Burning
the 1 inch
it.
mark,
Start at the 1 inch mark. That way it's bigger.
okay, 1 inch mark. This is
All the guys-
see-through.
All the guys know what I'm talking about.
It's a 1/2 inch wide.
Okay.
And then height wise, it's an inch.
You gotta learn how to lot. What program do you use when you're scaling your stuff?
Rapid resizer.
I thought you were a graphic designer. I thought you knew how to do graphic stuff.
Well, so for me, I just fast forward, so I wanted to do it quickly.
Well, from the time you messaged me to the time I came on, I downloaded it into Corel, converted it to a bitmap, cleaned it up, put my outlines on it, and then printed it off.
All right. Well, it's a 1/2 inch, but it's still cute.
It is. It's a good job.
It's just really little.
So you know when you start doing stuff like that, you know you're gonna end up doing stuff like this, right? You know you're gonna start doing stuff like this.
I know. I need to try that. I really like this little lotus, though. I might have to make more of them.
I know. Mine looks cuter.
Yours is cuter, I think. What size wood did you use?
I used 1/8.
Oh, this is 1/4. That's probably why.
Oh, I thought you had it double stacked.
No,
Shay.
1/4? You mean 1/4?
or 1/4.
2/8. It's 2/8. That's what it is. Okay.
Yes.
I connect.
What?
Quick confusion, that poor girl.
6 mil.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
What are you up to? All right, why aren't you in bed yet?
What are you doing? YouTube. Watching YouTube.
Watching YouTube. Well, your mom's on YouTube right now.
Don't tell him that.
Why
It's the
not?
last thing I need him on. Well, John, that was fun.
What's your next big project you're working on?
So I'm working on this portrait. I just did her eyes. I don't know, a few minutes ago when I was waiting for you.
So you do all your own conversions to line drawings?
So this is not what I've been doing for my portrait. Is I've been having he's from Ridgewood, right? Is it Ridgewood? I think it's Ridgewood. I don't remember now.
Is his name Ridgeback?
He's from Germany, and so I really like his attention to detail in the portraits. What he can pull out of a picture. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not there. So he does a really good job, and I like cutting. I don't know, like the way he does it with his curves and stuff. For me, it's super easy to cut. I really like it. It's fun for me to cut. So I've been having him convert most of my portraits into line so I can cut them.
Cool.
And he doesn't charge a whole lot either, which is nice. So I've been using him. Eventually, I'll do my own. I did do my own once, but there wasn't a lot of detail in my own one that I did.
That was your first one, right?
Yeah, my first one, trying it by myself. Yeah.
You know, you seem pretty vain to have 2 self-portraits of yourself.
Well, that's my logo. That's different. That's what I told my husband. I was like, what the hell? We're going to do with 2 portraits of me.
Look at me. This is my logo. It's me again.
Hey, I don't know. I didn't know what to put in there. I don't know.
You put a scroll saw and a moon.
Midnight scroller.
Ah.
And you gave her a name. Now you're giving her design.
Or what you do? Well, actually, what look cool is the scroll saw cutting out the moon.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just an idea, though. Whatever. Do what you want with it. Ideas are free.
I got to get my wife to print out my logo so I can go cut it.
My brain is going now.
Now you're going to keep her up all night.
Yep.
Yeah. She's going to be like, I need a new logo. What am I going to do?
What am I gonna do?
I like cramp. Oh, look at that! You can even use you can use the pattern as a tattoo for Halloween.
There's so little.
That's almost like a cool paper cut pattern, eh?
Yeah.
It almost looks like a paper clip, one of those fancy ones.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah.
Normal.
What? You lost your pattern?
Yeah, I lost my guy. Not my. Oh, see, I'm not so cool like you are, and rip it off all my. Oh, there we go.
Mine still looks smaller. I don't know why. Oh, I get bigger hands. That's what it is. I
Hey,
get bigger
I have
hands.
pretty big hands for a chick.
I get bigger hands, so mine looks smaller, right?
The fat fingers.
I feel like I need a comparison.
So, John.
Yeah.
I was at the tractor supply store for the feedlot, and they've got some headsets, Bluetooth headsets with microphone for doing like arborist work and stuff. What if
Yep.
that wouldn't work doing live?
Yeah, it would.
I mean, it's supposed to be able to pair up with whatever Bluetooth you're using.
Yeah, just turn your Bluetooth on your laptop or your computer, whatever you're using.
Oh yeah, did you see the live with Brooklyn?
No.
Yes, so cute. She did such a good job.
Yeah, you have to check that out, John. It was a spur of the moment thing. I couldn't invite anybody. I invited a few, my family, but yeah, it was a spur of the moment. She wanted to learn how to do some of the patterns and stuff, some of the corner cuts and zigzags and whatnot. And I just happened to have a holder from my phone that I was going to use for lives, and I just turned it on and started recording.
She did a
Cool.
good job.
There you go, guys.
No problem.
There's a size comparison for you.
Nice.
Because you know,
Shay, you may have to use the bobby pin for yours.
So what you working on this weekend, John?
tiny wine trees. No, I got to work. I got to work on Saturday. I got to work Saturday, so I'm going to be in the morning anyway. Hopefully, I should be done by noon. Then I got to get these tiny wine trees down for my sister-in-law.
What's a wine tree?
A wall.
You saw them, didn't you, Shay?
Yeah, Shay, you were here.
The
You
ones
saw
that the two sizes,
no,
and they got the holes that correspond to.
Oh yeah. Yes, I know what they are. Okay, that makes sense. But they make them for tiny ones, like the little tiny wine bottles.
That's what he's working up. He had to buy a whole bag of little airport wines, liquors and stuff, and those little shots, pre-made shots.
That would be cute.
So I got there's a prototype, right? There's the back, and there's the front prototype, right? So the thing is she didn't tell me specifically what kind of tiny wine she was using. So I got a bag of alcohol here, by the way.
Make sure it makes it to the tree.
It
Good
will.
night, Mac.
See, because vodka bottles are different than Sambuca bottles in height and in width as well, right? The thicknesses, as compared to a Bailey's bottle, which is smaller and thicker, and JD is square, right?
Right.
And it's a different height. It's smaller as well.
So you
So
have each hole for a certain one.
no, because what I did was I took an average size of all the holes, and the thing is, Bailey's just fits inside of it, right? And everything else fits inside of it as well. And the thing is, the necks are all different sizes too, so I had to find an average size for the necks as well, right? So basically, when the tree slots together, so there's gonna be a bottom base on it, a bottom base, and a top base with a Texas star on it. So that way, they'll sit like that, right? When they're finished, so they'll be spaced a certain distance apart, so that way they'll sit in like that, and you can pull it out from the back side. And I made them big enough. The holes in the back side are big enough to hold shots. So shots will fit in there too, in case you want to throw shots in it instead of wine or alcohol.
So basically, for those shots, you just have to, once they're together, you just have to bring them in from the backside, change your
Yeah.
your front to back to front.
Yep. So I got my wood ready to go. I just got to cut it down to size. I made a new pattern for it. There's only going to be 12 bottles of wine on it for 12 days of Christmas. And I got to make I got to slot my base for it. So I'll have two pieces on the bottom. It'll look like a present on the bottom. And then, like I said, I'm going to put a slot on the top with a Texas star on it too. So
That would be cool. And how many do you have to make?
3.
Oh, that's not bad.
And no, I'm not stack cutting them. I'll stack drill them though. I'll stack drill them with a Forstner bit, but I won't stack cut them.
I stack cut my earrings yesterday. That was my first actual stack cut.
Cool.
How'd you secure your stacks?
Tape.
Tape? Hey, that works. That works. I'm definitely not a professional. John and all them are. I've done it. I've done it with the tape. I've done it double sided. I've done it with packing tape, and brad nails is where I'm at now. As long as you got enough space on the outsides and or in big pieces in the middle, brads work too.
But actually, I will be stack cutting them because the I want the front and back to match, and that way I'll know which one goes with which set, because they're all going to be tweaked anyway as to which is going to go where. I'll stack all the fronts first, drill all the holes, then I'll stack all the backs, drill all the holes, then I'll match them back up because I resawed boards down so that you got the same grain front to back, and that way you're gonna have the same tree design on both sides of it.
That would be cool. Are you gonna go live for that?
Yeah.
Whatever that.
Yeah, I'll probably be going live for that, just so I get it. Well, see, I don't know, because if I want to get it done, then I won't go live. But if I want to chat and have background noise, then I will go live.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys get anything done on here.
I'm just letting them talk, Blair.
This was the longest cut ever for me, and it's tiny because I kept
That's
on
cool.
stopping. I don't know if I want to go live all the time when I'm cutting.
Why not?
Well, because it takes longer.
Well, see, but the thing is, as long as somebody's in the panel, all you have to do is come in once in a while and answer questions, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Or like when I did the
Jason,
live with Brooklyn. Go ahead.
Jason, I got
Blair.
pics on my Facebook wall of my gumball I just turned. And Blair says, sweet. And Carrie says, any op to have people watching him.
This is
I
probably
was
the most
when I,
fun to see me too.
when I did the
John.
live with Brooklyn, once I got it set up and figured out, then I went and did it on my laptop so I could watch it. I could read the comments and watch her at the same time. That works.
Yep.
Ba-da-ba-bum.
But you got all your camera and stuff, don't you, Shay?
Yeah, I just need to set it up. I haven't done that yet. But
Yeah, I haven't set mine doing up yet either.
tomorrow. Oops. I gotta get this done tomorrow because I have to get it in the mail. So I'm gonna finish this one and then I will figure out my camera and I have another portrait to make. I had Van's teacher. Her husband had a heart attack earlier this year, and so they're having a rough time. And so I asked for a portrait of her and her husband, and she sent me a picture. So I having it made into a portrait, and we're gonna do it for her for Christmas.
Sweet.
Cool. Gary says, I have to watch to remember what he looks like some days, especially weekends. Who's your mics here? He says, John, you could give those little bottles to chat people for Christmas presents.
Do you know how much they cost me to begin with, let alone shipping all over the world? Jeez, you people. We want everything for nothing.
Charles says, cheaters.
I'm waiting for him to say something about me being on here because I said I was going to bed early.
Yeah, guys, and once again, you don't have to stay around to watch me. You can always go over to Charles Vision or Charles Daring and watch his show over there.
Well,
Or
I'm in that panel over there. I've just been quiet.
Or you can go buy
I've been over here watching you.
Go buy some patterns at woodenvisions.com.
How are you in both?
It's not easy.
I was gonna say I tried doing both. I was on with Jay and on over here, and I was just watching the video, and man, just going back and forth. It's like you don't know who to listen to.
How are you? How are you not in both, Shay?
How am I not in both?
Yeah. Oh, because you're on your phone right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because on your laptop you can actually be in like four different StreamYards at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it gets
Yeah,
a
but I
little
don't know
laggy.
how to.
It gets a little laggy, but you got to remember to mute yourself on the other one that you're not talking on.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so could I do it on my desktop?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I have a laptop and a desktop, but I think I'm going to set my laptop off with my computer or my camera and then use my desktop. Because it's all right here.
Yeah, well, that's why I started using my laptop with my camera on that one. Then I got my USB camera, and then I used my tablet as well. And then I'd have my phone over at my other desk, and I'd be on all three on StreamYard. That way I can go between the three cameras.
That's nice. Yeah, you don't want to move it like me.
Exactly, but that's why I got to get more. I got to get more cameras and a USB hub just to hook them up and have all my wires going over to where I want them at. That way I can just go click, click, click.
I was gonna say up until the other day when you actually went back to do some sanding or something like that, all we'd ever see is you there, or then we'd see your butt as you went into the next section, and it wasn't a good view neither.
I should have put my pigtail on. You guys can watch that while I'm walking down my shop.
Gary says John paid them to come over here, Charles.
Yep.
It wasn't enough.
So Shay, it was fun.
Yes, thank you for the challenge.
That was cool.
I like doing new little things. Well, obviously, everything's new to me, but
I'll tell you what, though, you picked it up pretty quick if you've only done this a few months.
okay. Yeah, I started John, 3 months ago now.
Yeah, about that. No, yeah, about 3 months.
3 months. I am on my 23rd project, so I'm loving it though. I said I would do 25 projects, and if I sucked at it, then I would find a new hobby. But I had to commit to at least 25 projects, because otherwise I would quit right away and not do it.
Well, see, I don't know what else you do besides scroll sawing. You can get into turning.
I don't know. I kind of want to just keep going with scroll sawing and get better because
you know, if you go into turning, you'll turn 25 bowls and go, oh, not another bowl, not another cup.
Yeah, I don't want to do. I mean, I like to try it one time. So I have a thing in life. Like, you should try everything. You should try everything to see what you like, because you never know what you might really enjoy. Like, I would have never guessed that I would like to cut wood, but so I think everybody should try at least once. And if you are like me, you need to set yourself a little 25, or you can't stop until you do 25. Then you do it. But I think you become more well-rounded.
Well, I tried to live with that mantra one time, and then one girlfriend found out about the other one, and then another one came in the picture, and then 25 turned to 50, and then I ended up with Carrie. So I was happy with that.
Okay, not people, things. So yeah, I think I'll stick with it. I have a lot of, I have a long way to learn. So there's a lot of stuff I don't know yet, and obviously gain more skill. And so I think I'll just keep going until I notice I don't like it anymore, I guess. But I don't see that happening.
How are you not going to like scrolling?
All I think about is scrolling. Like, I'm at work and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to Google that, see if I can scroll that. Like, I want to scroll all day. I have a really hard time. And then I get off of work and I'm like, what could I finish before I have to go to bed? Because I work 10 hours days. It's like, what can I finish before I go to bed? Like last night, I was like, oh, I'll make some earrings really quick just so I could scroll, because I really wanted to scroll after work. Like, it's stupid. I'm like an addict.
You're addicted to it.
I am. It's really bad. So I had to take a day off because I scrolled every single day. So I had to take a day off and walk away. But
you took a whole weekend off when your family was there.
Yeah.
When your brother come up.
And it was really hard. I kept on coming in this room wanting to start something, but I was like, no, Dad, I'm coming here.
No, you should be like, hey, look what I can do. Watch this.
Yeah, no, it's not nice. So yeah.
No, Blair, no intervention yet. Blair says intervention time.
No, I haven't even done 25 things yet. It's all right.
Could you imagine what would the 12-step program be? I appreciate wood, but I spend too much time with my wood. I love to caress my wood, and I don't know what to do with it. Hi, my name's Shay. I'm a scroll addict. Hi, Shay.
Who's your mic said you're already a pro, Shay?
It's all your fault, John.
Yeah. All right. Well, we had a good time on our show.
Did. Thanks for having me.
And everybody, if is Charles still on?
I don't know.
Is Charles still on? If Charles Derrick is still on, go check out Charles' site.
He's scrolling.
Check out him scrolling.
I will head over.
Yeah, go head over to Charles, and we'll see what he's doing.
All right,
thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for being on the panel. Thanks, Shay. Had a good time, and everybody in the chat. We'll talk to you guys all later.
Yep, night, everybody. I'll see you over at Charles's.
See you, Joe.